Right. Yeah. So you got your recording device set up on your end.
Yeah.
I got it set up on my end. You know, we spent countless
Countless
seconds getting it
days,
set up.
nights. I mean,
Yep.
it required like a whole new branch of quantum mechanics to even make that possible. We were the first ones to discover that.
Right. First two quantum computers.
They call it
you
the
know, commercially
bart-gleeson
available.
theorem.
Right. They do that.
Like they
you know,
made
after
a new,
us, of course.
They found a new thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did do that. So you guys will hear about it in like 2 to 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, it'll be after. I don't even know.
I was gonna say after like the assassination of some famous person, but they don't really do that anymore.
Something like that.
All the good ones are gone.
So they took everything from us in a way.
They took assassins from us. You know, you ever seen anyone get assassinated nowadays?
No one's getting assassinated nowadays. It's always
so
like,
lame, dude.
oh, we're gonna.
So it's like,
you know,
you gotta answer.
We're gonna
to
randomly
the
flag you
system.
at the airport, and it's gonna go through a lengthy investigation process, and then you'll be put in jail for 3 months, and we'll delay your trial, and
right, and then you got to sit there for 3 more months, and you know.
And you're just there for like 9,000 months.
It turns you into a spoonsmith. You know, you learn how to dig a hole.
A spoonsmith?
Yeah, you just become the master of the utensil. You learn things about the spoon that you never thought you could. It's very versatile.
Yeah. Spoons are like
a small trowel.
Forks, but inversed.
Well said. Yeah.
I'm losing my mind right now.
Hey, it's okay. This week was bad.
I'm losing my goddamn mind.
All I've done for the past like 2 days is like sleep.
I was just gonna say, yesterday for me doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It actually it doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, nothing
It didn't,
yesterday.
and it doesn't.
Except for the fact that yesterday was Sam's birthday.
Was it?
Shout out to our boy Sam.
Happy birthday, Sam. What'd you get him?
Happy birthday, Sam. Big 21. It's still in the mail, and I don't want to say it because he doesn't have it yet.
Oh, you didn't get him $10,000 like I did. Okay.
No.
I mean, that's, whatever.
I mean, I like kind of
own.
did. It's just in the form of, of like networking opportunities. Like I got him 10,000 subscribers for his YouTube channel, like subbots.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're they're like real people, so they're coming in the mail.
Henry bought slaves. New York Times.
No, that's not what I said.
New York
people,
Times
they come
is the
to our
reporting on it
house
right now. They're outside.
No. They show up to our house. Sam pulls up his laptop. He goes, "Here's my YouTube channel. Can you please sign into your Google account and click subscribe?" And then they do, and then they leave, and they can go back to their lives.
And it's consensual.
Yeah, no, it's like how you can you can sell your likeness to like a company, and then they can use you as like an AI video, and you can be used to make scam commercials.
I don't think any of the AI companies are buying real things right now.
Yeah.
You're
hypothetically, you know, how
they're not buying the rights
face
to stuff,
right? You could become the face of a brand, though. Hypothetically, the OxyClean guy. I don't know what his real name is.
Oxy. Well, it's the scrub, right? Well, Oxy is what I call him because we're chill like that. But
right. Mr. Clean. No, it's a different guy. My bad.
Oxytocin.
Oxycontin.
Oxymoron, the 2012 album by School by Q.
Yeah.
Something
You're kind of like
that.
the oxy there, and I'm kind of like the moron, you know? Two
Name
sides
a
of the
more
same
famous
coin.
duo. Oxy and moron. Mario and Luigi.
Yeah,
just had to leave this
Bowser.
comment. Who else
Bowser in an
here to
Inside
say
Story.
Mario and Luigi?
Like if you were going to say Mario and Luigi. First. Oh, dude, have you got... Well, I guess... Okay, so Rochester's just kind of gray, right?
Yeah.
And
all right, hold on. Are we going to talk about the fucking weather on a goddamn podcast?
No. Well, just let me
you
get
can
into
watch the news if you want that, bro.
I know, but why the fuck is the pollen so bad this year? I wake up every morning and it looked like I smoked
Global warming
5
or something?
doobies.
I don't know.
It's awful. I wake up and I scratch my eyes for like 20 minutes and I sneeze. I feel like an old person.
Also, what were you
I
going to
can't
say?
get out of bed.
I don't know how Rochester, New York is, but I
Because
guess,
you guys don't have like foliage. It's like gray. You don't have anything green.
like we
right?
don't have fucking trees. There's green shit everywhere. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, well, that's why I'm asking.
You've never been to a place without a tree in your life.
I've been to the desert. Get owned, libtard.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you feel pretty stupid now.
Well,
huh?
cacti are trees, kind of, if you think
Sure,
about
but
it.
I've been to a desert without cacti.
But
like
a
just sand and
desert
rocks.
is a biome that has trees because there are palms.
Word. Yeah, like Miami. You know?
Right? Yeah.
They got the palm tree.
So you've never been in like a mushroom biome because those don't have trees.
No, I have not. No,
But
and
they
I
don't
haven't
exist
been
in
in
real
like
life,
the
so
Arctic
yeah.
tundra.
Also, that yeah,
Yeah,
I kind of
Which is
forget
tough.
that it's like a place. Like in my head, I picture the map as like it's like the whole world, and then
there's just like a blue spot at the top.
like it's like a broken planet where you could go in the center from either
Yeah, there's like a
end.
hole.
Yeah.
That's where hell is. It's on the inside. Antarctica is fake. It's just like
Well,
kind of
someone
like a cap
dug that hole
they
to
say.
China,
Right. Yeah, through the middle of the earth.
but it's
Shortcut.
all of China, but on Antarctica.
Yep.
I don't
That would be
know.
such a hard podcast episode.
What?
Imagine if we went to Antarctica and we recorded a podcast.
I think it would just suck. I wouldn't do that.
All right, fine.
I don't. I also don't. I wonder, dude. The plane trip to get to Antarctica.
It's got to be awful.
I think you gotta go. It's like
You definitely have to go like as far north as you can in Canada, and then like some dude, he can't be younger than like 65.
yeah.
Will show you like the most beat up plane you've ever seen in your whole life, and he'll be like, "Yeah, she gets 500 miles to the gallon. Let's go."
I don't
And then
know.
like while you're taking off, like 8 screws fly off of the plane as you go, and you land there in one piece.
yeah.
And the flight only takes 25 minutes.
Right.
But it was the scariest 25 minutes of your whole life, you know?
I was thinking about it more because you said go up to Canada. For some reason, I was thinking about it the other way. I was like, let's go from New York to Mexico City, and then Mexico City to like somewhere in Brazil, and then you have to take another. You get like a 6-hour layover. You're like, fuck. You got to go to like the bottom of Chile or Argentina, whatever the bottom is there.
Yeah.
And then you fly to Antarctica, and then you see penguin.
Isn't that the South Pole, though? Is that still...
What?
Oh, wait. Actually, I'm being stupid. Just kidding. Never mind. Carry on.
Were you thinking that the North Pole was the South Pole and the South Pole was the North Pole? That's kind of...
Yeah.
They should have... Is there one of the... You know how, like, people have to
I
like,
forgot
hold
that-
up their hands to be like, is this
Yeah, for,
left
like-
or right? Yeah.
Dude, my boss
It's
has
kind of like that,
tattoo.
but for North and South. Your boss is a cat?
No, my boss has that tattoo. Like, she has, like, the left... Like, a small L and a small
Oh.
R tattooed on her left and right hand.
That's crazy. I could never put that on my body forever.
I couldn't either just because I feel like
That's-
I'd get made fun of. And also, I know which direction left and right is. For some reason in my head, I was thinking that Santa lives in the South Pole, but he lives in the North Pole. I swapped them.
It's crazy. You're still hung up on Santa.
Yeah, what about him?
Well, it's not about him. It's about you. You're 21.
Yeah, what about him?
Do I have to tell you something about Santa? Do you know?
Yeah, no, I know. But, like, I gotta, he's still my boy.
What do you mean he's
Like,
your
we're
boy,
homies.
bro? This is
Like,
like
yeah.
he's not the Holy Spirit.
No, it's literally exactly like that.
I don't. That's not good. That's like having Morgan Freeman narrate your life.
That would be so baller.
But it's like scary. It's like daunting. Like you have to perform for him in some sense.
Yeah, but it'd be nice because then every time something bad is about to happen to me, at least I know beforehand. I'd be like, oh man, I can snooze through this next alarm, and then Morgan would condescendingly say, but he could not.
Yeah.
And then I would know that I have to get up out of bed. Kind of be helpful, low key. It'd be like every time I get bored and it's like, damn, what am I supposed to do right now? And then like the big green arrow in the sky points towards the gas station, so I know that I have to walk there.
You gotta walk there.
Leads me
It's
to my
on your
next quest.
tasks. That's like one of the tasks. You go there. It's the final boss, and you can. This is the thing that always frustrated me. You could never clear the final task in a game. You know what I'm saying? Like in Tears of the Kingdom when you beat Ganon.
Oh, dude, it's awful, and that just sends you back.
Yeah, and the mission is still there, like in your log for the rest of the game or whatever. I want to scroll through the log and see that I did all the missions, bro.
But you can't.
I can't do that because they lock me out from ever gaining it. That's what capitalism do, Henry.
I think most games aren't like that,
away within what's could be in you.
Yeah, why do we call it of in when we of in the hot, the cold
You
food,
oven
of
the
out hot,
hot
eat
in
the food.
Eat the food.
You of in the cold food, but of out hot, eat the food.
Put it in your
That's what
mouth now.
Yeah, put in the of in cold food in your mouth. Nom 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 nom.
Put
You
the
hungry
oven
bears.
in. I don't know, man. Do you see that Mr. Beast video where it's like a
Where what? What did he do?
It's like a fucking tower. There's like 5 levels, and he's like, "You have to escape the tower for $250,000 now." It's like,
I think I
what?
could do that.
That's crazy, bro.
I think I could escape a tower, even if it wasn't for $250,000.
Even if it wasn't for $250,000.
How do I get onto a Mr. Beast episode, like video?
It's probably, you know, those emails you get where it's like, "This is a fake job that wants to hire me." It's like somewhere in the world those are real, and that's what Mr. Beast does.
Dude, it's awful. Okay, so before I got my internship for the summer, I was so desperate that I started looking for jobs on ZipRecruiter, which is how you know. And I was like, you know what? Yeah,
ZipRecruiters for like 40-year-old IT professionals.
ZipRecruiter is a scam. Because I was like, oh yeah, I'm looking for a job. So I didn't know that because I said on my profile that I'm looking for a job.
Oh yeah.
That literally anyone ever could just message me and get my phone number and email and then like text me.
Yeah.
Like some dude texted me and they were like, "Hey Henry, we got your resume looking at this like marketing consultant position.
Mhm.
Are you still interested?" And I texted them and I literally was like, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
And they were like, "This is Mark from like, you know, such and such consulting. Like we have your job application
We
here."
would love to have you. You
We would love to
would be
have
part
you.
of our family forever.
And I was like, "Mark, I didn't apply to this job." And then Mark, of course, tells me, "Well, ZipRecruiter said that you were looking for a job.
And
we're
we
looking
trust
for an employee."
ZipRecruiter because that's just my guy doing it over there.
Right. He's kind of like
At
their Santa.
ZipRecruiter.com. Fuck ZipRecruiter.com. Piece of
It's
shit.
awful.
We could bomb them into a bomb hole.
What? We could put them into a crater in the earth.
Speaking of being shot in the head really quickly, I want to ask you.
Okay.
I want to ask you about because there's a person I follow on Twitter, and for cybersecurity related reasons, they're like just a person who does reporting on stuff.
Yeah.
So I just follow them because of that, because I'm in the space, I'm in the networks, I'm doing the
Right, you're networking
things.
and whatever. You're
Um,
businessing, lingoing.
But they were live tweeting the protest going on in support of Palestine on the OSU campus, and I saw photos of snipers on the fucking roof.
Okay. I cannot
And I need to know about this as a man.
I
on the
cannot
ground with
confirm
eyes.
nor deny if this actually happened or not, because I
Okay.
haven't heard from, like, there was, first of all, there was 100% a protest, 100% people were arrested, which fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And also, like, I don't know why the police were in like full riot gear, and I was like,
Yep.
guys, these people are just like sleeping in the South Oval.
It's really not that.
They don't have
Complicated.
guns in their tents.
But they might.
They don't, though.
They might though.
There are security cameras there. If you could see them bring them in.
What if it was in a bag? How would you see it was in a bag?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Sure, I guess. But like, if it's a peaceful protest, no one's just gonna be like, "Oh, sorry guys, I brought my Glock by accident. My bad."
Do you think
But it was like I saw like tons of videos of police literally just like beating the fuck out of students. And I was like, what the hell, man? Why are they in riot gear?
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of
We're just like wimpy college students trying to exercise our First Amendment rights.
Yeah, half these kids, they're freshmen. They don't even have a thing called a muscle yet. It hasn't formed in their body.
Yeah, and now they're just like fucked forever.
That's what I'm saying, but people don't
They're just
get
going to
it,
have
man.
like a public trespassing charge on them for the rest of their lives.
And it never goes away ever, forever, as long as you live.
Right.
Not even
It's
if
like
you
a
go
tattoo.
through witness protection. Or is that like a life hack that you can do?
It's probably a life hack.
That's probably a life hack. Someone made a TikTok. They're like, you can fucking
Write that one down.
If you get too much debt on the car loan, you can change your name forever and it goes away.
Right, true.
Can I claim witness protection from not paying my bills?
Yeah,
and then when I not pay my future bills, I change again into a new. How many times can I go into witness protection without them?
Probably a couple.
It's got to be a couple.
You might have to get a little bit of plastic surgery. You might have to go to Turkey or Korea. But when you come back, you'll be a whole new person.
Yeah.
Literally. Your chemical makeup will be much different.
Rearranged.
But yeah, as of the snipers, I've heard people be like, yeah, no, that definitely happened. And other people be like, no, the fuck, that didn't happen. Like, there were not snipers on the Union. Every picture that I have seen of the snipers on the Union, I will say, is like really poorly photoshopped.
Yeah.
But like, there could have been. I live really far off campus, so I didn't even know this happened until like the day after it happened. But I wish I had more to say, because when I found out, I was like, what the fuck? Like, why are students who are just peacefully like, I get it. Like, yes, you were warned to leave, and it's like it's like public land and technically you're trespassing and whatever. But also they're like being peaceful. It's not like they're like graffitiing or like, they're not like vandalizing the space. They're literally just like sleeping there.
We also got a right to this shit in this country.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Well,
this was like everyone who was there and then left when they were asked to leave, like obviously had nothing happen to them. But like, I feel like you just got to make a fucking exception. Like in my school, like the stairwells are made of concrete, and the entire time that I've been here, they've been a place for like students to display artwork and whatever.
As you said 3 times previous in the podcast now, yeah.
Okay, sorry, whatever, fine. It relates to the story. Whatever. Not everyone watches every episode of the podcast. It's fine.
You should, though, never maybe.
Hey, man.
But anyway, do you think you walked through a sniper's scope recently?
No, but that's only because I never walk on that area of campus.
But maybe that's not everywhere on campus that they are, because you can't have an eye everywhere.
Right? Maybe they're everywhere.
Big. It's
maybe
a big,
they're on the Knowlton
big
rooftop.
World out there.
Yeah.
Katamari.
Disney was
never
wrong.
Stopped rolling that ball, and that's what we're on today.
Well, so like, yeah, Disney was like,
wrong?
it's a small. Well, they're always like, it's a small world after all. Like, no, it's not. It's huge.
Sometimes
it's giant.
It's a big, big world.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's probably Sherrod Brown's fault, I guess.
That was my favorite bit.
I looked up Sharon Brown's like Wikipedia, and I was looking at it the other day because you said it while we were playing games or something like that.
Yeah,
and I remembered he existed as a person.
Mm-hmm. I've been getting a lot of his ads I guess ads against him. People being like, the people of Ohio deserve better than Sherrod Brown, and I'm like, yeah, they do
a lot. Better.
And then the ad goes, he supported abortion, and I go, all right, well, never mind. Like, but they do deserve better than Sherrod Brown.
Yeah, it's just never. You don't want it to be a guy with a name like that. And you also shouldn't be trusting the genes of the people who named the kid. That's why the name's important.
Yeah, you should be like, wow, if you were stupid enough to name your kid Sherrod.
If you have a stupid name, you have stupid DNA before you.
Right, because that means your parents thought that it was okay to name you that.
Yes.
It's like naming your kid Brad.
Or Nevaeh.
Do you not like the name Nevaeh?
Do you like the name Nevaeh?
I have a really good friend named Nevaeh.
That doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't change the fact that they have a stupid ass, bitch ass, dumb ass, fuck ass name.
Well, I like her a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Like, can't we? I know a cool Mike, but we wouldn't give Mikes across the board 5 stars. We just wouldn't.
No, that's true.
We'd give them 3.5s.
Yeah, no, like my cousin Michael, amazing. Friend Michael, amazing. Uncle Michael, amazing. Every other Michael I know, piece of shit.
Yeah.
Friend's ex-boyfriend Michael, total asshole. One of the worst guys I've ever met.
For sure.
Other friend Michael, also the worst guy I've ever met. That's an average of 3 5s and 2 0s. It's not looking good.
A lot of numbers that you could put in a Excel sheet.
You could, yeah.
You could. I don't know what you would do with them, but you could put them there.
Yeah, and you could have it do some fancy Excel math and whatever.
Yeah. Can we talk about the Beatles?
Like the band?
We could talk about the animal if you want.
Why? What are you? Did something happen recently with the Beatles?
No, I just read an article that I thought you would think is funny because it's like an article
Sure,
from
man. What's it about?
10 years ago, and it's like the Beatles. Apparently, they jerked off all the time together as a band.
Oh, just like you and I.
No,
for $1,000, of course.
We don't. What do you mean for $1,000?
Well, you know.
What does that mean?
You don't remember this conversation at all? No?
No.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I can't believe the Beatles would jerk off together. That's so weird. That is interesting. So the Beatles would they'd just goon?
I think it was there's a quote from John Lennon where
they gooned before it was cool.
it was like he described it as well, we turned the lights off and we were all in the same room. So naturally, one guy started jacking off. And then we all joined in. And then they would chant out names. They would be like, Marilyn Monroe. And everyone would go, oh, ah. And then someone would be like, FDR. And then they'd be like, oh, gross. And it ruined all their momentum.
What the fuck? All right. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm not doing too bad.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to mention.
That's fucking awesome. I do think that's really funny.
Do you think were they paid
if that's
to
any
do
consolation? Paid to jack off together.
Was that part of their labels thing where they had to take drugs and go to India and shit to learn how to be with it?
Maybe. Yeah. Sorry. Hey, John Lennon. All the other ones, you guys are gonna have to jack off together. George Harrison, he was into that.
Paul McCartney.
Yeah, Ringo Starr. Okay, never mind.
Ringo Starr.
One of the sickest names of all time.
I mean, that's they say some people have celebrity names. That's a celebrity name.
Yeah.
Ringo Starr. How are you not gonna be famous with a name like that?
His parents just had dope as fuck DNA.
It's like Tom Hanks. Of course, that guy's famous. You kidding me? Jesus.
He might even be an author. You know?
Or a baker.
A baker.
Or something. I don't know.
He could be. Who knows?
You can't really... I guess you would be a sick-ass dentist if your name was Tom Hanks.
Can you imagine you walk into the dentist office and it's just Tom Hanks and you're like, holy shit.
Holy shit, what are you doing here?
You're a really good actor. I hope you're not here to remove my teeth.
Every Saturday.
Yeah, he's like, I've been doing this for 40 years.
I can't do...
You go, damn.
Tom Hanks has played so many characters, I don't know what his voice sounds like anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't do it.
I was going to do...
I can think of it in my head.
an impression of him, as a bit. But now I can't... I genuinely cannot think of what his voice sounds like.
I know what it sounds like, but I can't do an impression of it.
It's weird because it's the number of times I've listened to Tom Hanks has been way more than LeBron James. But I'm not mistaking LeBron James's voice for anyone else.
Yeah, you know it's him?
I know it's him. Because that's my guy. He's from Akron.
Are you from Akron?
No, but that's close to where I'm from.
Yeah, true.
Shout out Akron, by the way. All our Akron boys represent. and all
Yeah,
that
it's all
shit.
right out there.
It's better
Shout out
than
TJ.
all right. It's
He's
like
from Akron.
they're out there, man. Akron's that's where it's at. That's where the next line
World
in
Cup.
the desert is gonna be.
Yeah,
you
man.
know the line they're building in Saudi Arabia?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
a building guy, yeah.
I do know about the line.
It's like that, but that's gonna be Akron.
They're gonna demolish all of Akron, and they're gonna make it called the Sphere.
The Las Vegas Sphere.
That thing is fucking crazy.
They should build a building in Akron called the Las Vegas Sphere.
It's just like Ohio having like so many fucking random. You know, we got East Palestine, we got Rome, we got
have Libya.
Athens. There's a Libya, Ohio.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Or am I thinking of Syria? I don't remember.
There's no way that we couldn't have come up with other names for cities.
Well, I mean, you know, you got to represent.
Just like make some shit up. Someone already
like
did Athens.
every city state has a fucking, you know. What's the town from The Simpsons?
Springville.
Springsville. Springtown now.
Springville.
Springtime.now.
I think it's, and actually, I think
New Sprintington's Jersey. Springfield. Spring Masons.
the Springfield. Sorry, yeah, you're right. It's not Springville. And Springfield is like the capital of fucking Illinois,
It's one of them, I think.
which is so funny
But they all have them. And I forgot what I was saying.
that all the states have capitals.
I'm getting lost in the sauce. I don't know anymore.
They might all have capitals. I think some of them are missing them, like Ohio. It's supposed to be Columbus, but like it's not.
I was just talking about this with someone. I was like, the state capitals should be way more important than they are.
Yes.
You know, like you should go into, there should be a line in the desert in every state capital.
Yeah, they just kind of have like some government buildings.
Yeah, it's like they should have like
I feel like they should
have
be
the
more
rich people
significant.
school there.
Yeah, they should.
You know what I'm saying?
It shouldn't be in Chagrin Falls, Ohio.
It's like whatever school is the hardest to get into in your local area, that should be at the capital.
Right. I should have been a hick, not Chagrin Falls.
That's where the capital has like the biggest male building of them all.
Right.
Like it's where it
For
all
every
goes
state.
to before it gets redistributed.
Yeah, and it should always be sort of, at least Columbus is like in the middle of the state.
Yeah.
Some capitals of states are like right on the edge of like the border, and it's like, all right, dog, you could just say that you didn't know what to do with the rest of your land.
Yeah.
You don't have to be keen about it.
I mean,
Just tell us straight up.
just tell
Be
us.
like, yeah, I
about
didn't
it.
know what to put here, so we made the capital, and then we kind of ran out of ideas. So we made like 80 national parks.
Like in the future when they make like elevators to the moon or whatever, those
Right.
should be on the state capital.
Every
It
state
should be
capital
next
should.
to like the mayor's office or something.
The mayor's office.
The governor, whatever, whoever the next guy is, I don't know.
The mayor of Ohio.
Well, the governor will be there and the local mayor will be right next to him.
Right. Wait, so does that mean that every local mayor's office is also in the
Wait,
capital?
is a governor a mayor also?
No. Oh, actually, that's a good question.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like is the mayor of Columbus the governor? Now I gotta know.
I don't fucking know how that is set up. I don't know if George Washington thought of that one. I don't know if that was a Tom J joint, but
Okay, no. So the mayor of Columbus is Andrew Ginther, which is not Mike DeWine.
yeah.
So
That's kind of dumb though. Cuz like you feel like it would be a natural progression.
I mean, I guess it makes sense though. The governor's got a little bit more power than the mayor.
I guess so. I guess you
I
need that
don't know why I said a little more, like a lot.
You need the distributions of power or whatever.
Yeah, the
Was
distributed
talked
property.
about in history class USA time now.
Yeah, it doesn't really work
Or it
that
was
well
then.
because we never make any decisions ever instead of it being, for the people. But it's whatever. It's neither here nor there.
I mean, it's whatever, really.
We have such good system. It'd be so much better if everyone just had a giant capital city in the middle that went to the moon. You don't think
That's
so?
probably a long ass trip.
The elevator
to the moon. Also,
Yeah,
that's
you'd
a
have-
sick name for like an album or a movie if someone wants to make that.
I think it's a better album name. Yeah, it could be a good horror movie.
Yeah, dude, like a comedy horror. It's like
A little bit of a thriller.
one of us is a wolf in the elevator at the night. you'll
And we're
never
going to the
know
moon. As
who
we
it
get
is.
closer to the moon, the werewolf will get more and more
I
powerful.
don't know.
We will learn more and more about who the werewolf really is. And keep in mind, they can't figure it out, even though it's like 10 people in like a 12-foot by 12-foot room together, and they
It's
all
also
see each
like
other.
they're slowly transforming, so they look more and more wolf-like as time goes on. So
Right.
you just like, who could it be? And there's one clearly wolf person.
There's one guy who's got like a tail coming out of his ass, and you're like, nah, that's just Brian. He's just into that shit.
No, that's just fucking Chad, my guy.
He just needs to shave.
He gets a little hairy sometimes.
Couldn't be him. He's always like
I
that.
shave twice a day.
Left
Keeps
my
growing
razor at
back.
home. We got something cooking here.
Wait, there's nothing here.
Let's get ChatGPT to write us a script.
Key and Peele are not bookmarking this on Instagram.
They are not. No.
No. But imagine, dude, if I could write a Key and Peele sketch, I could die happy, I think.
Yeah, they're funny as fuck.
Yeah, they're super funny.
They know what they're doing.
And that one guy makes all those damn movies. What's up with that?
Jordan Peele.
How the fuck do people make movies? Quick question.
Honestly, I couldn't even begin to tell you.
It is really just like one guy is like stupid enough to make an engaging thing, and he goes
Yeah, and
to
then all
big
the other people there-
government company man, and he goes, "Look
Yeah.
at my dumb idea," and the best dumb idea wins the dumb idea competition, and it goes to dumbidea.com,
.com.
which redirects to netflix.com.
Right. They have a lot of those on there. Dude, Netflix keeps fucking up, don't they? Have you watched the live action? Did you ever watch Avatar: The Last Airbender?
The original?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Hell
show.
yeah. Okay, good. Have you seen the Netflix one?
No, God, no. I would
Okay,
never
good.
watch that in my
I
life.
watched the first episode. It was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, and apparently they like take out, like, you know how Sokka is just like kind of a little bit sexist, but the whole point is because like he grows as a person and like as a character, and that's like part of his development.
Yeah, everyone has their Andrew Tate phase.
Right. Like it's supposed to be like realistic about like, yeah, that will happen to some people, but like you're only a bad person if you just continue to live that way your entire life and not grow. You know, and then Sokka becomes a good person, which is so goated. But in the show, they were like, yeah, we didn't think it was appropriate for Sokka to be sexist, so he's just kind of like a guy.
The average
awesome.
guy.
I didn't get far in the show, so I don't really know, but I heard a lot of complaints about, you know, it's like none of these characters fucking do anything.
Yeah.
The woke is taking everything from us.
The woke is taking everything from us on a daily
They
basis.
started with the
man.
werewolves. Now they're ruining Avatar.
Hey, did we ever say welcome back to the show, by the way?
Nope, we didn't.
Okay.
Welcome back
we're
to the
doing
show,
that
ladies and
here
gentlemen.
right now. Welcome back. I don't know what we're doing today.
Yeah, well,
These boys are
I don't-
thirsty.
Hmm? You and me?
This is just a phrase I've been saying recently.
I feel like that'd be
I
a good
think I
thing to say
saw-
every time I enter a room.
It was like a TikTok clip where it's like, these kids are thirsty.
Yeah, what are they?
I don't
why are those
remember where I got that.
dehydrated? Yeah, dude. Well,
But we're
I know
thirsty,
you've been
bro.
busy this week. I've been busy this week.
I've been thirsty
It's been
to get
ass.
some. Hold on.
I know my
I've
water
been
bottle's
thirsty.
fucking empty.
Oh, that was so good. I needed that.
Good, man. I'm glad.
I've been thirsty to get my glands going. My glands slapping my cheeks to make noise through my noise box in my mouth.
Yeah.
Down my throat. Or something like that.
Like your vocal cords?
I don't know what I'm going for. I'm just doing word association in my head really fast.
ChatGPT would love what you're doing right now.
ChatGPT would pick up on my electrical signals immediately.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
All right. But yeah, how's your week been, dude? We haven't talked literally all week.
Man, okay, actually, this is good. I have an Am I the Asshole little game to tell you about now.
Great. I love these situations.
And this is real. I'm going to tell a real story. This is where I may be the asshole, and I need you to judge if I am the asshole. So here we go. We're going to start at the beginning, the very beginning now.
It's a good place to start.
When I was born in 2003.
Okay. Yep, that's on you. You're the asshole.
And flash forward.
Mm-hmm. Flash flood warning.
I missed flash. I can't talk today, man. This isn't good.
Hey, it's all right, dude.
I gotta go to bed, bro. I know it's 7:49 p.m., but
you can go to bed right after this.
I gotta go to bed after this. Not that I do anything important, but I'm losing my damn mind. Okay, am I the asshole? I had group project on Monday. It's first class. It's 9 a.m. So none of us want to be there. Okay. And I communicated with my group beforehand. We were just talking about the project. We turned it in like the night before or whatever, because we're procrastinators and that's how we work. And one guy in our group project who really hasn't done much work at all so far, come to the final day where we present. He goes, let's show up 20 minutes before the class so we can go over the presentation before class so we're prepared. And I was like, I don't want to do that, but I'm just going to say yes to keep the peace. I guess I will do that now.
Right.
And then I show up. Guy's not there. The other girl who's in our group, she's like, yo, is the other guy here? And I'm like, no, he's not here. And she was like, isn't he the one who wanted to show up 20 minutes early? And then I was like, it was him, but he's not here. So whatever. So we start the class and our guy's not fucking here. So we just present without him. And then 23 minutes into our 25-minute long presentation, he comes running in, like panting very loud in the middle of us presenting.
That's good. Panting like a dog.
And then like I stop saying something, and then he like immediately jumps in or whatever. Like no, like sorry I was late. He just comes in, reading shit off the slides. And then at the end of our presentation, he was like, Professor, I know I came late. Can I say the slides that I was going to say at the beginning? And she's like, no, you showed up at the end, bro. We're not going to extend more time for your ass to repeat shit that I just presented.
Right.
And then I'm like, all right, that was crazy. This guy just like slept in or whatever. Couldn't be me.
That's on him.
And then I get a text message in the group chat like after class had ended, and he's like, hey guys, I think I'm gonna get a 0% on the presentation. Maybe, we don't know, could be higher than that. And he's just like, since I'm gonna get a 0, can you guys gotta give me good feedback on the peer evaluation. And I called him out. This is where I may be the asshole. Maybe I took it too far. Okay, I said, with all due respect, I'm not going to lie for you. Like, I can't change anything that's happened so far or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? But it was like that message, I didn't need to reply. Like, I could have just ghosted him.
Yeah, and said nothing.
Right? But I felt kind of harsh after sending it because of how direct it was. But I also didn't want to leave him on red. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, did he send it to like both of you in a group chat?
Yeah.
And your other partner also?
The other person,
did she respond?
She responded after, like the original guy replied to me, and then she just said, I'm going to be fair. So I need to know if I'm the asshole here.
Well, also, like, you said he didn't really do his portion of the work, right?
No.
Yeah, I have very little sympathy for people in group projects. As a serial procrastinator, I only let that shit bleed into my own life.
Yeah.
I think if you're like working on a project with someone and you don't put it, like, you're responsible for your work and your grade, sure, but you're also responsible for other people's work and their grade. So it's just fucked up if you're like, yeah, I'll show up like 20 minutes late and not respond to any of my messages and not do my work and not put any effort into this whatsoever. And then when I get a bad grade, I'm going to be like, what the fuck, guys, I did so much. So, while I guess you didn't have to send that message, but I think it's kind of baller that you did.
I don't think baller is what I want, though, if that's how it's perceived.
No, I don't mean it in that way, obviously. I'm just trying to crack a bit. I think it is 100% totally fair of you to respond in that way, and I don't think that you're being an asshole.
Okay. I don't know
and
if everyone were to agree with you there, but like if we posted this actually on Reddit.
Yeah, I think people would be like, you didn't have to say that.
Yeah.
But also, like, I think his behavior warrants, no offense, but like kind of a response along those lines.
Yeah, yeah.
You were polite to respond to him and to be honest, especially after he disrespected your time by not putting in any effort into the project.
But I almost think as like human beings,
as much effort.
This is like the one time I'm ever going to interact with this guy ever. So it's like if you fuck up the project, honestly, I don't care as long as you say something. But then he said something, so I care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if he was just bad and he walked away and didn't talk to me, I wouldn't care at all.
Yeah. It's only because he asked, like, oh, well.
Yeah. It was just on the principle of it. Like, this is a stupid thing to ask. If you didn't text it to me, if you said it to me in person, to my face, that's way different.
Honestly, I think if you said it if I was in this situation and someone said that to me to my face, I would either tell them and be like, yeah, I'm going to be honest. I think I'm just going to be I'm going to be fair to the experience that I had with you as a partner.
Yeah.
Which obviously therefore implies that it was a bad one. Or I would just be like, I feel like I could do nothing except be honest or just like lie and be like, yeah, I'll do my best, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's disrespectful of him to, first of all, not do his work. And then second of all, be like, guys, can we come in 20 minutes early just so we can practice? Because like, obviously he wants to practice because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about because he hasn't done any work so far. And then also just doesn't show up 20 minutes early to practice. And doesn't even make it on class on time.
Yeah.
To present.
Which was not like an isolated event either. So maybe I should have seen the writing on the wall with that one, but you know.
I guess, but I think you have to give people the benefit of the doubt all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
You can believe otherwise, but I always give people the benefit of the doubt.
That's what you got. If you don't do that, I don't know how you're human if you can't give people the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Like people are always like, oh, well, you know, if someone steers you wrong like two or three times, then you can kind of just assume like from then on out that every time you interact with them, like they're going to, you know, you're going to have a negative experience. But then also like you don't really give anyone the opportunity to like grow or change if you just assume that they're just going to be awful all the time.
Yeah. Speaking of group projects, I'm getting messages about one right now.
Is it the one that's due in 5 hours?
It is the one that's due in T minus
now 4 hours.
4 hours and 53 minutes or 3 minutes.
Have people been good on this project at least?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
Actually, I have no complaints about it. I had to think about it for a second.
Yeah, I hate group projects, dude.
But we're all good there, man.
Sometimes people are great, and sometimes it's like literally the worst experience I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is. It's like, I feel like even if you take the lead on stuff, if you like step up and like say, hey, I'm actually going to But like if you establish a connection of actually wanting to get this done with other people, you know?
Yeah, then they will like sort of like I feel like that sort of inspires everyone to get their shit done.
Yeah.
But like
But sometimes it feels like even doing that doesn't change the effect you have on people.
Yeah. Like some people are just going to be the way that they are no matter what.
So
which
whatever.
Sucks. Well, I was really surprised.
You can go suck it, suckers.
Yeah. I had a really good like group last year for like our final project, my sophomore year. And we had to like build this giant like structure and whatever. And it failed. Like it fell apart like probably 4 hours, maybe not. A little more. It was like 8 hours before we were going to have to like move it and install it into the place we were supposed to go. And so the moment that it fell over, everyone was like, damn, I'm really hungry. Let's go get dinner. And I was like, guys, what the fuck? Like, I'm hungry too, but if we don't fix this shit, we're just going to get a 0 if we don't have a project that like works at all, which was so odd because up until that point, everyone had been like very good about doing their part and, you know, being responsible and whatnot.
It's a momentum-based game, man. Like Valorant.
Just like Valorant.
You just gotta use your boom bot and use the jet dash and use the Reyna eye and fucking...
And your satchels.
And the satchels. I mean, the nade's more important. You gotta use the nade. If you're not using the nade...
You ain't even know.
You ain't even know about nadeshot. He does 100 Thieves now.
100 Thieves, nadeshot.
100 Thieves,
100 Thieves Cash App compound.
Owner of like 11 World Championship tournament trophies.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Or something. He was just crazy back then, bro. He played COD like it wasn't a sport yet. Because it wasn't.
Yeah.
And then it was, and he was playing it. I'm
well
so
said.
Eloquent today.
You really are. Hey, it's okay. I'm not feeling very eloquent today either. The brain rot is getting to me.
I mean, it gets everyone eventually.
Yeah. I also worked for 8 hours yesterday. Oh, this is a good am I the asshole moment.
Okay.
Dude, oh my God. This guy's being such a fucking bitch. So we have a policy at the gym where obviously it's like a university facility. So people come in all the time and they're like, oh, you know, I'm a student here. Can I take my parents on a tour? And like, you know, because we only have like 6 people on staff at a time, we're like, if one of us gives someone a tour and then someone else wants a tour, then all of a sudden we're down to like 2/3 capacity.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, we're fucked. So we have this policy where if you sign a waiver saying you will bring this pass back in the next like 20 to 30 minutes, you can check out what's called a tour pass and you will show it to the people at the gate and they will let you in with your parents and you can go on a tour
this is
and
so
whatever.
Stupid, bro.
I agree with you, but I didn't make the fucking policy. And so this dude comes in and he's like, oh, I want to give my friend a tour. And keep in mind, this is for a tour. So like you're not allowed to use any of the equipment on the tour.
Because it's a tour.
Because it's a tour of the facility.
When
if
you
you're
go
bringing your...
to a tour in Afghanistan, you don't get to shoot the guns. You'd think you do, but you don't.
Okay, well, I think there's a little bit of a different
tour.
context. But it's like, you know, like if you deliberately, it's like, hey, if you want to come and use the equipment, you have to have a membership or you have to pay for a guest pass for the day and like to use all the shit.
Yeah.
And if you do, you can use everything. It's fine. But you have to pay a membership just like everyone else. And so this dude comes in, he's like, yeah, I'm taking my friend on a tour. And I'm like, okay, these 2 guys are very much dressed up like they are about to go work out. And so I'm like, hey, just so you know, if you guys want to work out, you can get a guest pass for $15. And he was like, no, don't worry about it. We're just going to check out the facility a little bit. And I was like, okay, well, you got to bring the pass back within 20 to 30 minutes and you can't use any of the equipment. And this guy's like, okay, cool, sounds good. So he goes and he grabs his friend and they go inside the facility. And then like 25 minutes later, the guy brings the pass back. And I'm like, all right, cool. No issue. Whatever. Only issue is that he doesn't bring his friend back. And then also he just immediately re-enters the facility. And so I'm like,
interesting.
Lo and behold, a little bit of sleuthing. We walk in there. He and his friend are just like on the Stairmaster. And then his friend's on like the bench press.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, so you're fucking suspended. And then there was just like a huge yelling match of him being like, what the fuck are you talking about? I brought the tour pass back in 30 minutes. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you guys are fucking using the equipment actively right now. I am watching you do it. And he's like, well, yeah, but you know, like I gave the tour pass back, so the tour is done. I was like, all right, well, your friend is still on the tour and in the gym fucking bench pressing.
Rules are meant to be broken, Henry. You
which is
realize.
The equipment. Trust me, dude. I am lenient when I think it is
ladies
fair.
And gentlemen.
Like if people are like for example, people come in all the fucking time and they're like, "Oh, I want to bring my younger brother in." And we have a policy about like minors or whatever. And if it's like, "Oh, if you're under 18, you need a parent or guardian to sign off for you to come in." Because if you get hurt, then we can get sued.
Well, if you're under 18, you need a pickaxe.
Right. Because then you can't find diamonds if you don't have a pickaxe.
And all the children are required to find diamonds before they leave.
Right. In the mines.
In the mines.
And it's like, what the fuck? And so everyone all the time is like, oh, yeah, well,
there probably are rare gemstones under the gym.
Probably. People leave like, rings and jewelry and shit all the time. Let me tell you, if I went through the lost and found, I could be iced out.
You think so?
I know so.
People leaving just Air Jordans in there? What the heck does the lost in box look like?
Unironically, there's probably there are probably 2 pairs of Jordans in the lost and found right now.
Really?
It's actually, I don't mean this in any sort of negative way, but the fucking basketball, like everyone who plays basketball will come in with their nice ass basketball shoes and then like switch into sneakers and just leave them there and like forget. And then they just don't know. I'm like, how the fuck do you not know that you lost your like $250 pair of shoes?
That's crazy. I would never unbox them if I had $250 pairs of shoes, man.
It's crazy, dude. I see exchange students come in with like an outfit that's worth like my entire semester's tuition.
Yeah.
And that
they're
always
wearing the
good.
Balenciaga trash bag or whatever.
Yeah. Hey, some of the fits are fire.
We should figure out how to do that.
Make a Balenciaga trash bag.
It feels like a collaboration waiting to happen.
It's like that guy who takes the who the fuck makes the giant rubber, like the red boots? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the TikTok boots.
Is it Misfits?
Yes, it is.
The Misfit boots that are like $400. There's this guy who buys pairs of those and turns them into like, there's like Sonic the Hedgehog shoes. That would be fire as fuck.
Okay.
But he has like a pair of like Link's boots and like Sonic shoes, and he does like Goku shoes and stuff, and then he resells them.
Yeah.
And he buys a fucking pair of these boots every time he makes one. I'm like, what the hell? That's like $400 a video.
Yeah, people on the internet, I don't know. He's committed to the bit. He's kind of...
It's kind of cool. I dig like the boutique like crafts TikTok. Like when I get videos about that shit, like people who make like people who are artisans, I think that shit's cool.
Artisans.
I don't really know what other word to use. He's not a cobbler, that's for sure.
He's definitely not a cobbler. That's way different.
Yeah, but he's kind of making like art, you know?
If there were a gay cobbler, maybe they would put cute gemstones on the bottom of boots.
They might. That'd be fire. I'd wear those. Getting some
Balenciaga get on that. And give us a 50% royalty on each sale.
They won't.
I mean, they have to. We patented the idea. Here it is on the screen. I'm putting the patent that we have.
That's true. I guess we do have time to file for the patent between when we're recording this right now and when the video goes
How
up.
expensive is... Yeah, 2 days from now. How expensive?
Yep. It's more than zero.
How do you get a patent?
I don't know.
Do you just like you go, hello government, I own it. Thank you.
I guess I know
I'd
you
like
have to
the
like
president's
apply.
signature, please. How does that work?
It's like how do you stop people from like stealing or coming up with your same idea in the process?
Yeah, this is like the thing you see in headlines all the time where it's like fucking Gwyneth
Plagiarism.
Paltrow being like, I have the first pussy candle, and the government is like, no, there's pussy candle 1. They did it first.
Yeah, no one fucking cares either.
So.
Dude, that reminds me.
Or it's like Kim K trying to patent like her kids' names. That's just some actual like rich people shit. So it's like when a celebrity has a kid, they patent their name.
Yeah, so that no one else can name.
So
them
then
that.
when they grow up, they can make companies with their name and their branding, because it's the celebrity way in Hollywood.
I'm trying to think if that's like really fucked up and wrong, or like kind of low key, like a little bit smart.
I think it's a little bit smart, but
I think it's a little bit of both.
It's also a little bit of like, Kim K, why you're doing this in the hopes that they would want to do this.
Yeah, and also like your kid's gonna be
like there's
rich
a
no
chance you go through with it, and then they're like, I don't care. And then there's just a patent sitting in the government forever that no one uses.
I'm sure there's a lot of those at this point, though.
I guess that's true. Some guy who like made a variation of the Wright brothers' first plane. That's like a patent, but like now we're using JetBlue.
But now I was gonna say, now we use like variation 87 of that plane.
Yeah, now we have Boeing.
It's like my one of my teachers in middle school, her like grandfather or some shit was the guy who patented like infrared sensors.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Everyone's got one of those guys that they know, it seems like. That it's like the guy.
That's why networking is so important.
Like I have an uncle that made the vaccine for the horse flu.
Are you being serious?
Or not? There's not a disease called horse flu, but it's like the flu for horses.
That's kind of sick.
So shout out that guy.
Everyone's got to have their claim to fame.
Everyone has their guy that they know.
That's kind of a good guy. That's really funny. Horses get sick too, man. Let me tell you, people who have horses, they love them more than people who have like 8 dogs.
Or, okay, it's just a weird amount of dogs. Why that many dogs?
Yeah, right. Well, I guess we decided that having 3 dogs is weird, right?
Oh, yeah. 3 dogs is so fucking weird.
I think that's kind of sick. I think if you have 3 dogs and then like also kids, I think that's fucked up. I think if you
That's super fucked up. You can't
I think if you are like in a relationship or single and have 3 dogs and that's like it, I think that's fine.
The reason you have the dogs is because it's like you're like training to be a real parent.
Yeah,
and then it's like
way
when
more fun.
One of the dogs dies, then you have a kid because it's like, oh, we freed up an inventory slot.
That's wild.
You know?
I think I'd probably just get another dog.
No, because the kid is difficult. You have to like shake it and like.
You have to shake it?
You have to shake it. Well, it's like bop it. It says, shake me. And you have to do it or else.
Imagine your baby coming out of the womb, its first words, like in a very like monotone male voice. Or very excited, I guess. It's just like, shake it.
Baby pops out the pussy. They're like, bop it. That's crazy.
And then if you don't, they just go, wah, and they just have like a fit.
It's like your smoke alarm going off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the smoke alarms in our house are wired. I was looking at that the other day and I was like, what the fuck? Like the smoke alarms in our house are literally just on the ceiling and they don't have, like we checked, they don't have batteries.
What?
Yeah.
I think you can sue your landlord for that.
Probably.
Yeah, you should probably get that looked at, man. What if your house goes on fire while you're asleep?
I won't know. Because there's one like in my room, like on the ceiling right there.
Yeah,
and I have a candle lit all the time.
Well, I mean, if it's a candle, it should be fine.
Well, what if I blow? Like when I blow it out, all the smoke goes in the air.
Yeah, but it
what
knows
if
that's not fire smoke.
I guess that's probably true. But the candle wick was just on fire. Isn't it still fire?
I don't know how that works. I'm not a chemist.
Okay. Fair enough. Me either.
I have no idea, to be honest.
If only we were chemists.
Oh, that's too much science for me, man. This is why I almost failed biology.
Oh, dude, biology's so cool.
It was so fucking, or not biology, I meant chemistry.
Chemistry's hard as fuck.
Chemistry was so hard. That final exam was like the most difficult thing I think I'll ever, like the most difficult test I'll ever take in my life.
Yeah.
I could never
sure.
be a doctor,
No, me either.
is what I'm saying.
I almost did. I was like, man, going to med school would be so cool. I'd get to help so many people.
No.
And then I was like, oh, wait, if I became a doctor, I'd never be able to like have a hobby ever again. Never mind.
Well, you could have an Audi.
Yeah, I can have an Audi anyway.
That's kind of
and,
better
like,
than a hobby.
Yeah, but I feel like I could probably still like have a job where I could have an Audi and then like also maybe like a family and kids if I want, or if not, 3 dogs, and then they each get a seat in my Audi.
Or 8 dogs.
They won't fit.
You could try. It's like
I'll
Tetris.
Yeah, dude. Fun fact about Sam. Speaking of Tetris,
Sam, happy
is that-
birthday.
well, we went to an arcade bar yesterday for Sam's birthday, and oh my god, dude, he got fucking cooked in Tetris. I didn't know that anyone could be so bad at Tetris. And I hope he
call him
watches
out
this.
on his birthday, bro.
No,
What
I'm
the
just fucking
fuck?
with him. We had such a good time.
Shout out
He's
Tetris.
Okay, we did play cornhole though, because there's like a back area in this bar.
Yeah.
And Sam sunk it, like got it in the hole in cornhole. First throw, 6 rounds in a row.
Like he's tapping
like,
heads
damn,
in
dude.
Val. He got a 6K.
Yeah, he got 6 first bloods.
Yeah.
He was like bing, 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 bing. It was fucking insane. I was amazed.
I mean,
He's so
maybe
cool.
maybe we have a future National Cornhole Association
President.
superstar,
Yeah.
like Michael Jordan
I think that's like
or
an
another
Ohio-only
basketball
sport.
player.
Like LeBron James.
One
The guy whose voice you would recognize no matter
of the
where.
goats. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird,
Those are good
Kobe
picks.
Bryant.
Jeremy Lin.
That's all I got. I couldn't name another basketball player if I tried.
Kyrie Irving.
Shaq. I should have got Shaq.
Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal. What about Kevin Love?
I don't know who that is.
What? He
That's
plays
a
for the
Cavs guy. A rookie, yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's
Maybe I
it, though.
do
That's
know
my
him.
list. I
Okay.
only knew one more guy. Not that that's like that many, but you know.
I mean, that's
like-
that's like more than half a guy.
Yeah, that's true.
That's-
This is like you asking me about the 100 women question, and I was like, I don't think I can name 100 men.
I mean, it's tough.
I can I look at my Instagram like following list
No.
while I do this challenge? Because then I think I could do both.
Are you fucked up? Do you follow like 8,000 people?
No, my numbers are pretty close. I don't know. I don't have the app right now. I'm on my cleanse or whatever.
What?
But last time I checked, I don't know. I just don't have
Your
Instagram
juice
right now.
cleanse?
Yeah.
Well, you say
Well-
right now like it's a thing that comes back later.
I don't know. I mean, I might re-download it at some point, but I haven't had it for like 3 months.
Like,
now.
oh, it comes once in the mail every month or so.
Well, I miss looking at your stories. So every once in a while, maybe I got to get a peek.
This is why I'm saying maybe I should just do an email list.
Maybe you should.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd
Because
subscribe
then
to that
people
shit.
would look at it. Because people actually look at their fucking email. They
Yeah,
don't just
I only look
scroll
at my
through
email
it
'cause
and
I
go,
have to,
haha,
though.
cat.
Okay, can we really quick though?
No.
Do you have to have like Do you have to have any like group me like groups or whatever for your fucking
What the
like
fuck
any
is
school
GroupMe?
activities? Oh, you don't even know about group? This is awesome. There are too many fucking apps at this point. There's too many.
There's too many.
Like I need them to monopolize like just a little bit. Like when my professor, like all of my
Maybe
work
not
group
that.
chats are through this app called GroupMe, and it's like, dude, I'm not gonna fucking look at my GroupMe. I have Snapchat, I have Instagram. Well, I guess I don't have Instagram right now, but like everyone's, at first it was like, hey, just text
I
me
got
on
a
my
phone
fucking.
number.
Text me on my fucking phone. It comes straight to my phone. I get a notification no matter what. People are like, oh, well, can I have your Snap? And I'm like, can you just fucking text me? Just send me.
A
If you're like,
text
oh,
with your hands.
I want to see you. Like, I want to exchange pictures. Just fucking send me a picture of
fuck?
yourself. That's a throwback to my 8th grade girlfriend being like, oh, but but then we can look at each other. It was a cringe 8th grade thing, okay, man? The reason I got Snapchat in the first place was because my girlfriend at the time was like, yeah, but like, then we can see what each other's doing. Like, all right, man, whatever.
That's crazy.
At the time, it was very endearing, and now I'm like, oh my God, cringe.
I don't know how that could be endearing.
Well, because like, oh, like I think you're attractive, and I want to look at you.
Babe, I want to know what you're doing all the time, every day.
No, not like in that way, but it's just like, oh,
I want to look through a glass eye at you.
No, like I want to see you because I think you're nice looking, Whatever, man.
That's fucking dumb.
Anyway.
No one likes each other that much.
Yes, they do.
No.
You do when you're in 8th
grade. Maybe. You haven't lost your will yet.
No. Now it's like, oh my God. But that's what I mean. Like that's why Snapchat got popular, because you can just fucking like send people pictures. Otherwise, why would you not just text them? And then people are like, oh, what do you mean? I sent you a message on Snap. And I'm like, dog, I'm not going to fucking check that shit. Just text me. You have my phone number.
I really don't understand where Snapchat came from.
It just appeared, man.
Like, I know the CEO of Facebook, but I don't know who does Snapchat, who did all that.
Yeah, actually, I don't either.
Like, it just showed up one day and it was like, now I'm a part of your life forever.
Yeah.
And I'm annoying.
Yeah, I think people just like the anonymity of it, because it's like, oh, I can add someone and they don't have my phone number. So it's not like, that personal, but like also if I want to take it further, I'll just be like, oh, here's my number.
We should make the new social media.
We should.
For everyone. And we call it,
I still think anti-gram is a good idea.
We should call it Talk with People Now Fast.com.
We gotta make it like one of those animes that you see on Crunchyroll that it's like the title's so long that it goes to like the dots and you have to click on it to read the whole thing.
And there's like two versions.
It's like the time
in the App Store, there's a light version and a full version.
Yeah, it's the time my virgin olive oil came to life into a human being and we went on adventures together and killed the dragon. And then you look at all the reviews and it's all like 5 stars.
Yeah. That time I turned into a slime and I was 9 or something.
It's actually the other time I was reincarnated as a slime.
I don't remember, man. Dude, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't watch anime
that show
anymore.
Is good. I know you don't. We talked about it.
Because I don't know what it is, man. Have I lost touch?
No, you just
Am
probably
I not
are
a
into
kid
different
anymore?
things. I don't think you have to be a kid to watch it. Well, maybe. I watch anime and I'm a kid. I just finished watching Dr. Stone this week, dude. That shit's so good.
I think how it's like some shows there's like an age range, right? It's like people who watch Survivor are between the ages of 35 and 55, probably.
Negative 26.
Yeah. But it's the same thing, dude.
I feel like there's
the age range of that kind of person is just 8th grade. It doesn't vary at all.
What do you mean, of people who watch anime?
Yeah.
Shit.
Like, as the target audience, you know what I mean? Like, if you're a guy writing an anime, you would be like, what do 8th graders like?
I do not think that's true.
I think that's what it is, though, man.
I don't know.
I mean, a little bit.
And don't get me wrong, I am like super immature, and I will acknowledge that. And that's probably why I still enjoy watching anime.
I mean,
but like, I don't know. I don't think it's an age thing. I think it's just like there are people who are like fucking 35, and they're like, I grew up playing Pokemon Red and Blue, and I will play all of the games until I die. And like, are some of those people like not really doing that well in life? Yeah. But some of them are like totally fine and normal. Like, I feel like you could just be into things, and that's like fine. But it's also okay if you like things and then you grow out of it eventually. Like, it can be both.
I think the problem with anime is that it's kind of like Fire Emblem, where it's like fucking...
Just too many of their characters in Smash.
Like, it's disguised to be more mature than it is, but on the inside, if you peel back its hard outer shell, it's anime.
Well, I think that's what it is. Like, some animes are like actually like a good, like, true expression of art, and some of them are My Hero Academia. And I like My Hero Academia.
Sometimes it's Fire Emblem Three Houses, and sometimes it's Fire Emblem Milkshake Heroes. Cook
I'm gonna
with
be honest,
Mama
man.
now.
I've never played a Fire Emblem game in my whole life.
That shit is just, it's like the meme going around where it's like there are two games, menus and parkour. Fire Emblem is menus.
Yeah.
CSGO is menus. Sonic is parkour.
Yes.
Mario's parkour.
Yeah. You just mean like story-based game versus like gameplay-driven game?
Grand Theft Auto. I think that's menus.
I think it's a little bit of both.
No, it's menus.
No, yeah, I take it back. Yeah.
Mario Kart, obviously parkours.
I haven't seen this meme, so I'm just trying to like interpret it off the spot.
I think, what's Pikmin? It's not really parkour.
I think Pikmin might unfortunately be menus,
It might be menus, dude.
which sucks.
Someone recommends you a game, they're like, you'd really like it. And then you look at the game and it's menus.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what I mean. But like, you know what I mean? Some people like menus.
Menus
I'm not
can
too
be
fond of
fun.
them. I guess except Pikmin. I like the Pikmin menu.
I mean, it's a nice menu. I'll say that.
It's a good menu. Every once in a while, you got to sit down and you got to read the menu before you order. You know?
Yeah. How does that relate?
That's just that's it. You know, you can't always be running around. You're not gonna have any energy to do parkour if you don't eat some food that you ordered off the menu. You know,
It's a balance of both. All the
life
things.
is a balance.
Life is a
yeah.
beautiful balance.
Yeah, it is. But I get sort of like not being into anime. I have phases. Like I watched a bunch of it when I was a kid, and then I didn't watch like literally any anime between the ages of like 14 and 18. And then I got back to college and I was like, damn, I have a lot of work to do. And like some of it is not totally attentive. And like I want to watch a show that's enjoyable while I do my work.
To me, it's kind of disrespectful to put a thing on the second monitor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like someone put like time and effort onto it, and you're like, you paying attention is the respect that I give the creator for going through all the time to make it.
I don't think you understand that when I put a show on my second monitor, I do end up just watching the show and not doing any of my work.
No, but you know,
it was awful. Like, I was like, oh, I'm going to put Dr. Stone on and I'm going to finish this project really quick. And then after sitting there, like looking at my monitor for like an hour and 20 minutes and my eyes being glazed over, I'm like,
you have to like
back
get
to
up
work.
and walk around and then you get lightheaded really quickly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know though. Especially like, I think it depends too. Like I do a ton of like visual design and like 3D modeling and like art shit. So even now, like when I watch anime, I'm like, dude, this is so cool. Like the animation for this is like fantastic. I started watching Zom 100 earlier this week. And even the first episode, I was like, this is sick as fuck. Like everything just looks so good. And the back, like the sets are so nice looking and like the animation's good.
Dude, I don't know what it is. People, I don't know if it picked up on my microphone, but there's fucking people in Formula 1 cars, dude.
When you weren't talking for like a second there, I heard it.
Okay.
Like outside your house?
Yeah, well, outside my house is like a main street.
That's crazy.
And people have been like at fucking 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. every night. I just hear fucking...
You got a race.
It was an insane race. It was like Lightning McQueen, bro.
Damn.
Going turbo time.
It's like Turbo the Snail racing Lightning McQueen.
Like the snail. I wonder where he's at. Wasn't the snail played by Paul Rudd?
I have no idea. Maybe. I know.
I really don't remember that movie.
Yeah, it was like... It was all right. I don't remember it being crazy good.
I think it was bad.
No, it was Ryan Reynolds. It was Turbo.
Oh, fuck. I don't know why I thought it was Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd's done... He's been in some shit.
I did think it was funny, though. Snoop Dogg was in that movie, so that was cool.
I don't remember that at all.
I don't remember it either, but I know that one of the snails in that movie, his name is Whiplash, and he's played by Samuel L. Jackson. My goat.
I mean, Mr. LL Jackson, he's everyone's goat. It's like
One
if
of
you don't
the of
have
all
him in your
time.
top 5, you know, it's like you're not even a real fan.
He is just a really good actor.
I mean, I could do better than him.
Yeah, I think like in a certain setting, maybe.
I think
You'd be a better Nick Fury.
I think acting is so easy.
Yeah, it's just called code switching.
I mean, you just have to like the director
just gotta
tells
pretend.
you what to do. Like, okay, you memorize the line. You're like, I gotta go fucking here, and I gotta say this bullshit. And then you say it, and the director's like, can you be more angry? Okay.
All right,
And
I'll be more
I
angry.
do that. I be more angry.
I mean, it's just tough. I don't think a lot of people have like that emotional control. A lot of people I know can't just like cry on command.
Well, that's why they give you like a spray. There's like a spray that makes kids cry on camera.
Oh yeah, tear gas.
Yeah, but they used it in like Barney and shit.
Really?
I don't think no, that's a lie. I don't think they used it in Barney.
They tear gas kids in Barney?
No. I don't legally that's not the stance of this podcast.
No, it's not.
Um
There were some other
but
things
no,
that
there
Barney
have
did
been
that were
like
bad,
shows that
but-
use like a
Yeah,
spray.
like fake tears. I guess that's fair. Hey, well then, you know what? Fuck this shit.
I
Let's
don't-
be actors.
I mean, Finn Wolfhard did it. How am I any fucking different than him?
He's
That little
so
piece of
sick.
shit.
Nah, he's awesome.
He's probably a brat though. Come on.
Nah, there's no way. He seems chill.
No, he's probably a brat.
Maybe.
Unless he's watching this. Ha hee hee.
I don't know, man. I already defended him. My stance is already that I think he's cool, but
I really don't know anything about the guy, to be honest. Although that's kind of fucked up, is that like, I don't know. It's kind of unfair that you could just get picked for a movie and then be famous forever.
yeah. I mean, you gotta kind of like you gotta keep doing it. Like, you know, he was in fucking.
I mean, I guess so.
maybe not though, because he was kind of in Stranger Things, and now he's just like
But
famous forever.
who's Daniel Radcliffe? He like I only know him from Harry Potter.
Yeah, he is in like one or two other movies.
And then it's like you see another movie with him come out, and you're like, Daniel Radcliffe. That's Harry Potter, of course, him. And then no one sees that movie.
Right, exactly.
So I don't know, man.
Or like, and then it sucks because then like if that's the only thing that you do that you're like, you know, super famous for, then every time you're ever like, you can't really grow like as an actor either.
Then you become Rainn Wilson.
Yeah, Dwight Schrute. Which is so unfortunate for him because he's actually like so talented.
I think
He's fucking funny.
that's another thing where it's like he's done stuff. I don't know what he's done though. I couldn't tell
Yeah.
you. I mean, everyone on that show is just The Office.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't even watched The Office, and I know the names of the people. That's like a testament to it right there, you know?
That's true.
Like,
Everyone
I
knows
literally
about it,
do
like-
not know shit about The Office. But I know Jim and Pam
and Pam and Dwight.
and Dwight
Yeah.
and all them. Kyle.
Oh, excuse me. Kyle.
You know, Kyle.
I was thinking about that the whole time I was yawning. I was like, who the fuck is Kyle from The Office?
The Office guy. He's in The
Wait,
Office.
so you've never watched an episode of The Office?
No, I've seen an episode,
Okay.
but I don't.
I haven't like
fucking-
watched
I
the
don't know
show in its
anything about it.
entirety. Yeah.
Like my dad probably played an episode like 5 years ago, I imagine, and I watched
Yeah.
it. But I don't fucking. I watched whatever
It's-
was on the TV, bro.
It's like a good show. It's just like, again, it's like the same thing with like fucking Taylor Swift. Like she makes good music, but if you say that she's your favorite artist, I'm gonna be hesitant to agree
Yeah.
with anything that you have to say. Like The Office, great show, but if it's like if you say it's your favorite show ever, I'm just kind of like,
It's kind of wild.
You know, it's like saying that your favorite food is like white bread.
No, it's like saying that your favorite food is pizza.
Yeah.
That just can't be an opinion that you have. And if it's like I mean that in like, how do I describe this?
There's not much.
It's like
that makes you unique.
I don't trust your.
I feel like you haven't done enough things if your favorite food is pizza.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to say.
There's got to be something about you as a person that makes you different from everyone else that you just haven't found yet.
It's crazy how you were able to think of what I was thinking before I thought it.
I know you, man.
We're both on Magic 105.7. We were raised on that.
Yep.
So of
kind of
course,
the top 40 hits in pop music.
The top 40 U2 songs coming right up. Number 38, With or Without You.
It's so funny because the snaps will pick up on Audacity. I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah.
Good song, though.
I don't know what it is with fucking... They should give us a radio station.
Honestly, I think we'd be kind of pretty good at it. We got to have my friend Justin on. He's got a great radio voice. Yeah, but like in the car, you know? I want to be cycling through the FM channels like with a little dial on my car. I don't want to hear, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Waste Management radio station, 105.4 WKDD.
I would just love to be in the studio. That would be so fucking cool to me.
That would be hype.
Like, there's just a bunch of big boxes, and I'm like, they all have buttons, and I can press them.
We just go boop, 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 boop.
And then some guy comes rushing in. He's like, no, my configuration.
Stop pressing all of those. You guys are going to sound...
up, dude.
Yeah. Your voice is going to be all fucked up. You're going to sound like Lana Del Rey.
That's not... Actually,
and then
I don't mind that.
All right. Yeah, and then we'll be like, all right, cool. We're going to keep going.
Actually. I'll take Lana Del Rey's voice.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Give me Frank Ocean's voice, man.
That's a good pick, actually.
He sings.
Yeah.
Just in case you didn't know. Look
it's
it up.
Him, but like it's not him singing, it's just him talking. Give me Frank Ocean.
Like he's his talking voice is
he's
his
a musician.
Voice.
Hey, you ever notice that British people when
he's
they
a
sing lose the accent?
multi-instrumentalist.
Isn't that interesting? You ever thought about that?
This is a weird thing where it's like the singer of U2 is from Ireland.
And you would never know.
You would never know. I mean, there's some singers you can definitely tell.
The only people that you know are the fucking Proclaimers. You know they're from Scotland.
Or, I mean, if you're listening to, you know, fucking... What band am I? System of a Down? They're from, like, Slovakia or some shit.
Really?
Like that? Or Croatia or whatever? I don't remember.
Okay, they are from Scotland. Okay, good.
Yeah. No, they're from
Scotland.
Scotland.
Pretty sure.
You were right.
I wanted to make sure. I don't want to misinform our listeners. I feel like that's not fair.
No, you would never.
God, that is such a good song.
Speaking of good songs, I went to a concert recently.
Yeah, how was it?
Offset, big rapper today and of yesterday also.
Yeah.
Known for Migos fame.
Known for Migos, the liquor, and not any of his music.
R.I.P. Takeoff as well. He died.
Yeah.
I don't remember how he died. It was like last year. I don't remember though.
Probably some sort of death incident.
Some death incident.
It happens to more than you would think, you know?
Happens to a lot of people. But he had a concert up here for some reason in upstate New York. He was 2.5 hours late to his concert because he double booked, which was cool.
What?
You know, that happens sometimes. He had another show in Queens on the same day, I think.
That's actually wild. And he just did he just not go then?
What? What are you talking about?
Like he just didn't show up Like he went to Queens earlier in the day and then came to Rochester, or he just like didn't go to Queens?
No, he had a show in Queens. I'm saying he double booked.
Oh, damn.
Like he had 2 shows on the same day. So as soon as that show was done, he got his ass over here.
Honestly,
he
the fact
was 2.5
he's only 2
hours
hours late, kind of impressive then.
Not really. Not impressive to me because I paid $15 for him to be on time.
You paid $15. That's like,
but that's what
that
I'm
might
saying.
be the cheapest concert I've ever heard of.
The tickets were so cheap because they were like student tickets or whatever. I was like, I'm losing money by not going, basically. I'm girl mathing it, kind of.
Yeah. I guess that's
But
true.
I was like, I gotta go. So I just took a big edible and I sat in the back row with a jacket as a blanket. And I was just big chilling. I like didn't get involved anywhere. I got like food and I sat down. I sat my ass down and I respected what was going on.
That sounds like how I would enjoy a concert. Unless it's someone that I like really, really like.
Yeah, it was like going to a baseball game, but in like the side suite.
Yeah.
Where you have like room service and a bar and shit. Which I can't think of a greater waste of money than that. In line with the American spirit and soul.
The American spirit and soul is a waste of money?
That's kind of the purpose, yeah.
Kind of is.
It's kind of the world we live in.
I know, which is so sad. I want my spirits to be high and wealthy.
They should bring back spirit animals.
Yeah, whatever happened to that? Why can't I turn into an animal at will?
Well, it's because you used to be able to use animal crackers to summon them, but they stopped making those too.
Actually, yeah. I haven't seen an animal cracker in a while.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like the white
The ones in the
with
red
like the
box.
pink frosting.
Oh, I know those too. Yeah, they came in
Yeah.
a giant plastic jug.
It was always just like a fucking jug.
Yeah, and it had
Right?
the red lid.
It was just like an applesauce container that someone had already used and washed.
Yeah, which is
They're
good.
like-
I'm a recycling fan.
They're
I appreciate
reduce,
that.
reusing, and recycling,
I'm cool with that.
which is good. I guess we don't have to purchase more microplastics in that instance.
Yeah,
Which is
I
kinda
would like to
chill.
just inject them straight into my bloodstream so I can, cut out the middleman.
You always see those ads where it's like, I was once a plastic bag in the ocean, but now I'm a bench.
Yes,
You should donate to recycling today.
I haven't seen one of those in a really
what the
long
fuck
time.
was up with those ads, dude?
I think they're just conceptually trying to get people excited about what recycling could do.
It's just so
I think-
odd. Though.
I didn't realize until I was an adult that the general population is just like really stupid.
Yeah, people are
Like
pretty
most
dumb.
people are not like, oh, I could take this bottle and I could like, melt it down into plastic and it could be used for something else. Like most people don't think that,
Yeah.
which is wild to me.
Well, most people don't usually try to solve problems by thinking about lava.
I know you're right. I guess not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, like,
people
do they
just
know
don't
about how
think
it
like
works?
us, kind of. What do you
Like,
mean?
in Minecraft, like if you just make like a hole of lava, you can like throw all the items you don't need and they like instantly burn up and go away and there's like no consequence.
Yeah.
Doesn't the government know that like we could just throw all of our trash into like Mount Fuji and it would like just burn away?
Is Mount Fuji a volcano?
Probably not.
I was going to say, I think that's just a mountain.
I'm going to say Mount St. Helens because I know that that's a volcano.
That's definitely a volcano.
So we can throw it all into Mount St. Helens and it would like just be fine.
Yeah, I don't see how that could go wrong at all.
It's like when people were like, why don't we just shoot our trash into the sun?
I mean, it's not a
Well-
bad idea.
I just feel like the efficiency of getting it to the sun is kind of the problem there.
Yeah, but one day in the future, we'll probably have a big trash.
A sun
Gun.
elevator. Just like the moon elevator.
Yeah.
The moon elevator is like 50 years down the line. Like we will see it before we die.
No shot.
The sun elevator, I don't know. That's going to take a little while.
Bro, the distance between the moon and the earth fucking moves.
I know.
Like,
So it'd have to be modular. That's okay. You know, it adjusts. Maybe, you know, it's flexible.
I feel like it's just easier to give you a ton of gallons of gasoline and jet fuel or whatever.
I mean, I guess so, but like
people can't build apartment buildings. You know what I'm saying? How are we going to build a fucking movable structure to the moon?
I think the average person can't build an apartment building, but maybe, you know, there's like a select group of like 6 individuals on the earth who could make a moving structure that goes to the moon.
Apartment building masters, they call them.
Yeah,
An elite
they're going to construct
class.
this. Yeah. They call them contractors. They're going to get us to the moon.
They call them... It's like the same thing with celebrity names. It's like there's people who have names. It's like you have the name of someone who works in a construction company.
Right. You're just a legend like that.
Like Degrassi.
Yeah, like you're not going to become like an author or a celebrity.
John Deere.
But John Deere, he's going to get us to the fucking moon.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to be riding a giant buck while I do it.
Take that, Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, man.
Hey, let's get out of here.